Hey everyone, this is Quanisha Green, the founder and chief activator of the Black Women Rise movement and your Black Women CEO coach who is here to help you generate clients and cash. That's right, y'all. I'm here to help you generate clients and cash with your business. So I'm doing these quick videos. I'm sitting here on the floor of my living room and doing some quick videos for some messages that I received. Like I said, I'm doing these free chats or videos just to help you get the support that you need to get clients and cash in your business. So the first question that came up on in one of the Facebook groups was, how do I come up with content that is different and compelling, not readily available by just doing a basic Google search? And this person, some of her areas of expertise are organizational leadership, team development, business growth, childcare business, delegation, and communication. Okay, and this person actually has done a profit planning session with me where we got clear on her ideal client. We packaged up her services and we figured out what her lead magnet is. So I can talk to her a little differently. So first, for those of you who don't have those things, 3 of the must-haves that you need in business is that you have to have clarity on who you're talking to, right? Who is, and one, from a soul place. There's a soulmate client out there for you, right? 2, you got to know how to package your services so that it meets her needs and the desires that she's asking for. And then 3, how is she going to know you, right? How is she going to build that like, know, and trust factor that's pivotal for her to move from being a browser, right? Someone who's just checking out your Facebook page to an actual buyer, right? Coming into this relationship of being a client with you, right? Being in a relationship with you, right? So if you don't have those things, that's first, right? But to go to this person in our community, I guess I can say your first name, Juanita, is going to be under your... So Juanita, so I know you have those 3 things in place because you and I did a whole 90-minute session on that, right? A profit planning session. And if you want a profit planning session, let's talk. You can PM me. I can tell you more about it. But Juanita, right, this is something that we didn't talk about because we didn't go deeply into content. That's not what the profit planning session is. But I did talk about this. You have to remember that you are the expert. You uniquely know what this person needs. So something that was suggested to me that I want to share with you is, when you're thinking about content, just ask yourself, what does my soulmate client need to hear in order for me to help her? What does she need to hear in order for me to help her, right? So think about the common questions that you get all the time. Start to answer them, right? If you need to write it on a sheet of paper, here is the pain points. And you and I did that as part of our ideal client worksheet, right? You know the pain points of your clients, right? So ask, what is she struggling with? Write it down, right? Especially as it relates to your expertise. So you in organizational leadership, team development, business growth, and then start answering the questions, right? So one way to do this, right? Write a list of the pain points and then write some content or a Facebook live or video answering those questions. Give her a few tips related to that, right? So anyone can do that. So that's a very way where you already have something planned out and you just keep writing the answers, right, to these common questions and concerns that she's having. The soulful approach is every day you could take a second, close your eyes, and ask yourself before you sit down at the computer to do marketing, right, to write content, is, what does my soulmate client need to hear from me today? What is she struggling with? What will help her feel more confident or get more clear or help her to get on her step to getting a client, right? So that's what you can ask. And whatever comes to you, hear it, because that is you connecting to your God self, okay? And the universe kind of speaking to you, your higher self, God self, all these things saying this is what she needs. And the person who needs that will hear it, will read it that day, and will be drawn to you, will be drawn to the content. And hopefully you have some type of call to action, maybe for her to learn more, right, to get your free opt-in, and all these things where she's coming into community with you, building that like, know, and trust factor, and hopefully becoming your client. Right? So it's not about Googling. Of course, if you're writing content and you want to quote a fact or share a perspective for someone else that you agree with or don't disagree with, that's fine. I'm not saying don't have references. And I think it's knowing most of you, Juanita particularly, but you who's watching this, you're a highly educated Black woman. I know you're smart. So we're all about supporting what we say. But when you're standing in your expertise in your own thought leadership, you don't necessarily have to do that. It is based on the expertise, already the training that you did, already the studying that you did. All you have to do is show up and answer the question. So self-worth is important. Standing in your expertise is important. And then just trusting yourself to know that you already have enough experience, lived experiences, expertise to answer your client's questions. So go back, review those pain points, review those common questions that you get related to your expertise, and just show up and answer them, right? Just show up and answer them. You don't need to do more research. And that is what's going to make you stand out from the Google article, right? Even if you share the same 3 tips as this Google article, right, or somebody else's blog post, that's fine. But what's unique about you is how you say it. Your take on it is your advice. And the person that is meant for you, that soulmate client, will show up and will hear it and will reach out to you, right? Whether it's to join your opt-in or to explore becoming a client with you. So I hope that helps. So there's no like formula of saying, here's 5 ways to not sound like the other person. The way you do that is by feeling confident in who you are, standing in all your Juanita-ness, because this question came from Juanita, but it's really standing in your brilliance and saying, I'm going to broadcast that. You already are unique. You already stand out from the Google articles. There's no one like you. So you are enough. Be enough and just go answer their questions. All right. I hope that helps. Talk soon. Bye. Actually, I don't hope that helps. I know that will help. So that's me standing in my expertise. So I am, being a living example of that. So I will see you all soon with the next question. Bye.